Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of RobertoBlake.com helping you create something awesome today. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you might be able to get 10,000 YouTube subscribers in 12 months or less. Now, part of what qualifies me to talk about this is, one, I've actually done it. And then two, my current subscriber growth rate is well over 3,000 new subscribers a month. So I've actually probably gotten over 10,000 subscribers in just the last 3 months alone. So that's part of it. As of the making of this video, I have over 31,000 subscribers. So my advice is going to be built off of what allowed me to be that successful, what I learned from it, mistakes I made along the way, and things that I now know that I can talk to you about. So one of the things I think I did very well that allowed me to be successful at that was I already understood how search engines work. And YouTube is just a giant search engine, and it's built off of Google where that's concerned. So I understood that having good titles, descriptions, and tags was already going to be a very important part of my strategy for being successful in YouTube. I had to make titles and descriptions that let people know that this information was going to be helpful to them, stuff that they were going to be interested in and that would grab their attention, and that they were actually likely to type into the search box. So I was able to do that. The other thing was knowing that immediately the title and the description and the thumbnail were the three things that were really going to come up in a search. I realized I had to make interesting and different thumbnails, and so I made unique branded thumbnails and a style of thumbnails for the type of content that I was doing, and that helped me out as well. So that's how you get the views, and views obviously funnel into being subscribers. The more views you get, the more subscribers you get. The other thing was producing weekly content. High quality weekly content was super important. In my case, I was started with doing Photoshop videos on Thursdays, and then I was doing a random graphic design video once a week, and then I grew from there and started branching into other topics, set a content schedule, and so I was putting out maybe 3 or more videos a week at one point. And that's where I got tremendous growth. When you're putting out 3 or more videos a week on a consistent schedule, you have to understand that that means that for the year, you're putting out over 100, 150 videos for the year. Each one of those videos is an opportunity for you to be discovered in search. Each one of those videos is an opportunity to convert subscribers based on what they're interested in and based on discovering your content. So the more videos you have in inventory, it's like the more products you have to be able to sell. So yes, that's going to help you on ad revenue that you can invest back into your YouTube channel, but it's also going to help you invest in the ability to get new subscribers, pull in an audience. So the more videos you have, the more opportunities you have to build your subscriber base. Let's say that in a month, each of your videos was bringing you 20 new subscribers. If you have 100 videos bring you 20 new subscribers, then that's 2,000 new subscribers every month because you have those 100 videos out. So a lot of YouTubers get impatient. They're not putting out weekly content. They're not putting out multiple content. And then they're wondering why their subscriber base isn't growing. This is the reason why. When you have consistent quality content coming out on a regular basis and at a decent volume, you've now created a demand, you've created an expectation, you've created a reason for someone to care about your content and to subscribe, and that there's more of it for them to consume. So that's a big part of growing your YouTube audience to 10,000 in that first year. So in your first year, if you were doing daily content, which might be very ambitious, and I don't necessarily think everybody can pull it off, but if you were doing daily content and it's all quality content, you have to think that's over 300 videos that year alone for people to consume from you. That's 300 opportunities you have to be discovered every single day, every hour of every day in a YouTube search. So if you have a niche that you're doing something for, if you're only doing content for one specific type of thing, then it's possible that by doing daily content or multiple videos a week, that you might produce the most content out of anybody in your niche in a very short period of time, which is going to build a lot of credibility for you, makes you easier to discover, means that all the related videos might be for you for that topic, and that is going to create tremendous value, tremendous marketing exposure, and your channel is going to get very popular if you're the best or the person doing the most content for that type of thing. It also means that you have more videos for people to share, which means that's going to signal to YouTube that your content is more relevant. So you need to have a strategy for being discovered in search. You need to have a strategy for producing as much content as possible, a release schedule, a content schedule and strategy overall, and then you need a social media marketing strategy for your videos getting shared. When people share your videos in Google+, and I know a lot of you are sleeping on Google+, it actually signals YouTube. That is the highest signal of value beyond someone liking your video and commenting and subscribing. Sharing it in Google+ publicly is one of the highest signals for YouTube to say your content is relevant. So the more shares, likes, and comments that an individual video is getting, the higher it will rank in YouTube's search algorithm. The higher your video ranks in YouTube search, the more likely people are to view it and to care about it and to think that it's a relevant video to what they're looking for. Many of you also aren't taking advantage of YouTube Playlists. YouTube Playlists give you another second opportunity to be in a YouTube search result. The more playlists you have that are full of videos, the easier it's going to be for your content to be discovered. YouTube also recently started valuing content based on how many times it appears in other users' playlists. So the more people that are favoriting your videos, it goes into their favorites playlist. The more people that like your videos, it goes into their like videos playlist. The more people that want to add your content to an archive of all the videos that they're watching for this type of content or something like that, the more relevant your videos are going to signal to YouTube. So that's going to help you with ranking as well and discoverability. It's also going to mean that people who want to binge on your content, consume it, can do it a lot more easily. I have a ton of playlists here on the channel just to help me, one, allow people to discover the content, and two, to organize it and to keep things simple. I have major featured playlists on the homepage of the channel, but beyond that, some of those things might be a series. So then I'll separate it into another playlist just for that. So those are things you can take advantage of that will make you more discoverable in search and also signal YouTube that you're more relevant. In addition to doing good titles for your playlist and making sure that they speak to the needs of your audience, you should also write descriptions because that's going to help you with discoverability and YouTube search as well. You should also be embedding your videos in online blogs. You should be in Tumblr. You should be obviously in social media like Facebook and Twitter, but actually having your videos embedded on a high traffic website is going to be very helpful for you. If you can become a contributing writer for a website or a blog and let them use your video content, even if they're not going to pay you for it, that can create a lot of exposure for you, let you reach a whole new audience, and that can convert to subscribers for you. Not to mention that if you've monetized your videos, you'll be making ad revenue off of those videos anyway. So there's a tremendous opportunity there if you want to take advantage of it. So look for people in your community, people that you might be thinking of as competitors, build relationships, collaborate instead of competing with them, and get them to feature and showcase your videos on their website if they have a bigger traffic or audience than your website has. My final tip for growing your YouTube channel is one that I neglected early in my YouTube career, is do collaboration videos with other YouTubers. So those live Hangout on Air collaborations are just a great way for you to grow a whole new audience and also to go deeper with your existing audience. My recommendation is you look for people who have an audience roughly the same size as yours, maybe a little bigger, maybe a little smaller. Do as many collaborations as you can without going overboard. If you're doing at least one a month, then that has a substantial chance of growing your YouTube channel and really helping you out. If you do, maybe if you have enough of the capacity to do it and you want to do it one a week, that could be really interesting because then there's this whole range of people that you could reach. But I would say that that might be too aggressive in some cases because depending on what your niche is and depending on how many people are actually creating good content in that niche, you might burn through collaboration opportunities way too quickly. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, but there might be a limited amount of YouTubers doing really good, high quality stuff that you want to have an actual relationship with. So kind of keep in mind that it might be better to do a once a month collaboration instead of every week, because if you were on the hook to do it every week, that's over 50 YouTubers that you have to invest in a relationship with, and that's a lot to manage, and that's a lot to keep up with and be on the hook for, especially with the other content you have to put out. Doing them once a month means that you can do 12 for the year, and that might make enough impact and generate some interest to where other people will actually request to do collaborations with you instead of you having to reach out to them. So just take advantage of that opportunity as well. And I think that between all the things we've talked about here in the video, that this will allow you, if you're executing on this well, if you have good video production values, good audio production values, good lighting, you're building a content strategy, you're building consistency in terms of the volume of content you have, releasing on a schedule, doing the collaborations, engaging with your audience. You do all of those things, and it's a ton of work, but if you put in that work, there's very little chance that you won't be successful at YouTube, and there's a very good chance that you will get 10,000 subscribers within your first year of YouTube. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some real actionable information on how to get 10,000 subscribers in your first 12 months or 12 months from now from you starting on this. If you're looking for year recommendations, I have a video on that to help you increase the production value of your videos. Obviously, in the description below, I have links to everything I'm using in my current YouTube setup as of the making of this video. Majority of this stuff is what I've been using over the last 18 months to be successful and to build these 30,000 subscribers. I did this YouTube channel and started doing everything that I've been talking about here in July of 2013 is when I started doing weekly content on YouTube. So that is when I really started executing on everything I'm talking about here. It was like maybe 18, 20 months ago as of the making of this video. And that's why I can say that if you do these things, I've gotten, again, 30,000 plus subscribers in that time period. If you do these things, you're more likely to be able to get to 10,000 or more subscribers within 12 months. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, create something awesome today.